Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie Simoni coming to you here on WFSB Plus from our live news desk, of course. And as we come on the air tonight, we are getting so many pictures from you. Thank you so much for sending them in. Folks around the state are seeing right now the Aurora Borealis, and it is beautiful, also known as the Northern Lights. So I wanted to take some pictures and show you kind of what we're seeing. Oh my goodness, look at this here. This is beautiful. So this picture coming to us from Northford, I believe Krista sent this in, and it is just stunning. And you really can get those pinks out there if you go outside and you use like a long exposure in order to kind of capture this. You can kind of tweak with some of the settings on your iPhone if you have trouble. Sometimes you can't really see it with the naked eye, but you can see it when you start to use your camera and kind of open up that exposure so that people can see it. So look how beautiful it is. You just love to see that, and it's so fun getting your pictures. So please keep sending them in. We get pumped every time we get one. Ooh, what's this one gonna look like? What's this one gonna look like? So thank you so much for sending them in, because I know it's cold right now to go outside and take a picture. So bundle up, get out there, because it's not every day that we get to see the Northern Lights in Connecticut. Very exciting. We are following some developing news as well tonight. I wanted to get to this story in Meriden. There was a shooting there earlier today, and it was on Cook Street. Let's take video of what the scene looked like earlier today. You can see several police cruisers on scene. That's Major Crimes that rolled up to the scene as our cameras were there, and you can see the canines out there sniffing for evidence. So police really trying to figure out what happened here, what led up to this shooting. So far, they're not really giving us a lot of information, though. We know this happened on Cook Avenue. The shots started just after noon. Once again, Major Crimes was there. Here in this video, you can see they were looking at something. And there is, at this point, we don't know if anybody has been arrested, and we don't know how the victim is doing. But you can see Major Crimes on scene in Meriden on Cook Avenue as this shooting happened right in the middle of the day. So as we get more information about what happened in Meriden, of course, we will bring it to you. I also wanted to get to the story that Owen Kingsley put together tonight, because he was talking about the issue of homelessness in the state, and with it being so cold, he caught up with this Torrington couple, and they spend their days making sure nobody is out in the cold, and they work very hard to do it. And he spoke with people who have benefited from this couple, and some of the amazing testimony that he got today was just really beautiful and really made you feel good right here. So Owen Kingsley explains what Harbor House does, how they help people in our communities. And I will take his story right here. Once again, Owen Kingsley.
After the closure of multiple homeless outreach facilities, John and Ann Busa noticed a gap in what was needed for the unhoused people here in Torrington. They purchased one of those former facilities and created Harbor House.
Our harbor is a place where you go during a storm and you go into the harbor, but after the storm is done, you move forward.
While Torrington has an overnight shelter and assistance with food, John and Ann wanted to help unhoused people in their city move forward.
This place, which was the gathering place, was closing, and we had volunteered at Joseph's house, and that was closed. And so we knew that there was a gap.
They created a daytime warming shelter. It has been entirely funded by themselves and several area churches.
We have everybody working together to help the homeless.
Harbor House has become more than just a place to warm up. They offer showers and laundry services. They give out essentials like coats.
I got a $300 coat on that was given to me. You know, I wouldn't know what to do without the generosity. John is a very, John paid to have my phone turned on. He didn't have to do that.
Then taking baby steps after that, like connecting them with a caseworker and helping them get an ID.
Whether it's an elderly person trying to get on HUD with a stack of papers like this to figure out, to just getting your birth certificate from someplace. It's just overwhelming.
Hopefully leading to a job in their own place. Leroy Ferguson is formerly unhoused.
Without some programs, people have nothing, they have no motive, no drive. And that's what got me here.
In just a few months, they've become increasingly relied upon. They host up to 1,000 visitors a month.
We had 264 come through last week, so that's just in 1 week. That's probably the most we've ever had come through in a week's time. So, but it's needed, and somebody's got to do it.
Harbor House is always looking for more volunteers. Your reporter in Torrington, I'm Owen Kingsley, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, don't they do some incredible work there? And we appreciate everything people are doing right now for folks who are vulnerable and don't have a place to stay. Right now, we are in a severe cold weather protocol. This is enacted by the governor. Whenever the temperatures get very, very cold, the governor enacts the state's cold weather protocols, which means that there are more warming shelters in place and places where people can just stay safe. And so if you need help finding a shelter where you live, or you see someone who looks like they may be in trouble, in terms of course, staying warm for the night, if they're actually in real trouble, you can always call 911, of course. But if they just need a place to stay, if you think that maybe they're homeless, you can always call 211, and that helps connect people to social agencies and helps find open beds at shelters and areas that people can go to, because it is dangerously cold and will be this upcoming week. We're not in the clear for a while. Also today is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Of course, his actual birthday was the 15th, but the federal holiday was today, and folks around the state, they honored and observed the holiday in different ways. I know, funny story here, I spoke to my children today about the holiday and how we honor Dr. King by helping others, because that's how he spent his life, helping others. And so I said, well, how do you want to help others today? And my son said, let's do the neighbor's laundry. And I said, okay, well, that's one idea. Let's do that. So I offered. I don't know if they'll take us up on it. They're out of town. But maybe when they get back in town, they can throw some towels in our washing machine, or we'll go pick them up and do their laundry. But anyways, let me know what you did to observe the holiday. Did you go and volunteer somewhere? Did you Did you do one of the marches, or go to a parade, or go to church? There are so many ways that people observe Martin Luther King in their own way, and that's what our chief political reporter Susan Raff did today. She went to a service in Cheshire at St. Peter's Church. So this is the story that Susan filed earlier today about all the different MLK Day events.
Martin Luther King Jr. would be 97 years old today, and some feel his peaceful fight for equality is more important now than ever. These families are celebrating this holiday by honoring Martin Luther King Jr. King's passion was to remove barriers. He believed in nonviolence at a time of hatred. They filed out of the church, taking part in a march to show unity and the belief all men are created equal. There were lots of speakers, some encouraging people to be careful during what many feel are troubling times.
Silence is no longer an option. We must commit to exchanging caution for courage. The moment we are in demands it.
And there were children.
He believed that everyone should be treated equally, no matter their skin color, and he used peaceful words and actions to make change.
The state capitol was filled with song and praise.
I want to be free, free from gun violence.
And a performance from middle school students at Hartford's MLK School. Martin Luther King was only 39 when he was assassinated. Some curious what more he could have accomplished. King also spent time in Connecticut. When he was a teenager, he worked on a tobacco farm in Simsbury.
He said, I love Connecticut. I can go into a restaurant, sit anywhere I want, lunch counter, and feel very comfortable. I can go to any church and sit wherever I want and worship and feel very welcome.
People everywhere came together to honor King, his dream reminding us how he has impacted generations. Martin Luther King Day is a federal holiday where Americans are encouraged to volunteer and give to their communities. And Martin Luther King didn't just fight for racial equality, he also fought for striking workers and women's rights. Your chief political reporter, Susan Raff, Channel 3 in Cheshire.
All right, so if you celebrated and honored Dr. King in certain ways today, please send us pictures or send us videos of what you did. We love to see them, and we could also put them on the WFSB app or on air. So, yeah, let us know. I'd love to hear about it. Or you could just email me directly, stephanie.simone@wfsb.com. My email inbox is always open. All right. Lastly, we always like to end with a bit of good news. That was good news, Dr. King Day or MLK Day, but also the snow. Oh my goodness, it was so beautiful. Or should I say snow, my goodness. It was so beautiful when we woke up this morning. All the trees had this like beautiful dusting of snow, and the sun came out and the sky was really blue, and it just like was beautiful, picture perfect day. I know my family, the day before, we went sledding on Sunday. So the kids were kind of sick of sledding. And so this morning I woke up and I was like, all right, we're going to get outside. I don't care what we do, but we can't stay in this house all day. Or this morning. So I got them bundled up and we went on a winter wonderland walk. And I said, we're going to go look for animal tracks. And we went around our neighborhood and we saw, I think, coyote tracks. I'm pretty sure, because I know we have coyotes. Maybe some fox prints and definitely some bunny prints, which was really cute. The bunny prints are interesting, you know, the way they hop along. So that was kind of how we spent the day. But I know our reporter, our New London County reporter, Luke Hydash, he found kids sledding today at the local golf course, which is always a great spot. That's where we used to go as kids, is the local golf course. So this is the report that Luke Hydash filed earlier today of all the kids having fun on this day off from school, which was already a day off from school. So let's see what Luke found today.
You ready?
For 11-year-old Kayani Maldonado,
Whoa!
there's strategy in sledding.
Both techniques are kind of like different in their own way, but I feel like going down like head first is like where it's at.
The sixth grader spent his snow day like any kid should.
I hope I don't fall.
And then huffing it up the hill. Of course, you want to stay safe and bundled up on a day like this.
It's cold, but when I have the jacket on, I'm hot. It's like a mix between cold and warm, but it's mostly cold. Jacket, hat, gloves, sweater.
Some sledders traded for snowmen, maybe a fort. But the tubes and sleds won the popular vote with four-legged help and a need for speed.
When it's like smooth, like in these areas, like it tends to go faster.
Oh my goodness, I just love him.
You ready?
For 11-year-old Kayani Maldonado,
There he is.
there's strategy in sledding.
Both techniques
Oh my
are
goodness, I just love him. I love that he has a cape. I mean, he dressed the part. He had the hat. He was ready to go. I mean, if that doesn't make you smile, I don't know what will. I don't know what you will. Yeah, you just love to see kids out enjoying the snow, enjoying the weather. And that's what winter's all about, right? We have to get out in it and actually enjoy all four seasons. I know it can be tough. I am definitely more of a summer baby, so I have to force myself to get outside and enjoy the winter, but I do. I like it. I mean, I like all four seasons. That's why I live in Connecticut. And that will do it for us at 3 at 9. We will have the latest on your breaking news tonight coming up at 10 o'clock on the Wax, as well as at 11 over on Channel 3. So I hope you have a great evening. Stay safe and stay warm out there. Okay, bye-bye.